You may have seen my previous video regarding a personal assistant assessing a website. If not, you're missing something. And check that one out in the upper right corner of this video. Right now, we'll discuss the first patch and update for the SOC task feature of Bit, my personal assistant. The future of SOC automation. In this video, we will get to that functionality even more and evaluate some malicious website. We are to do some input validation by voice command and input our website may be a single or multiple inputs. These websites will then be assessed if malicious or not. By whom?
By me. Hello there, I'm Bit. Long time no see.
Yeah, and now that we got that out of the way, cue the intro.
Now that we have that out of the way, cue the intro.
Alright. What's going on, everyone? We are going to evaluate some domains from some threat intel website containing malware list. So let's get started. So we have launched Bit now. We'll choose if we are going to input commands, if it is by text or by speech. So right now we are going to test by speech first. The command URL, which means that Bit will evaluate a domain or URL.
I know you love my lovely voice, hee hee hee.
URL.
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
Okay, as you can see, he asked us if we wanted to check if we are going to input the URL by single or multiple. So right now we are going to test a single URL first.
What website do you want me to evaluate?
YouTube.com.
YouTube.com has 0 detections out of 84. The website is clean and has no detections. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
Okay, there you go. As you can see, the improvement from the first launch of this feature. As you can see, as usual, the detection must be clean because YouTube.com is a clean website. Okay, let's proceed with another sample. Right, we are being asked if we are going to evaluate another URL or we are going to go back to the main menu. We are still testing for more websites, so URL.
What website do you want me to evaluate?
runningwellstore.com.
runningwellstore.com has 15 detections out of 80. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
He just identified the website is in high risk and it's a good progress. Okay.
What website do you want me to evaluate?
duckdns.com.
duckdns.com has 0 detections out of 83. The website is clean and has no detections. What website do you want me to evaluate?
changset.com.
changset.com has 3 detections out of 83. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk.
Alright.
Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
Okay, let's proceed with another example. Okay, let's try
What website do you want me to evaluate?
nicehunt.com.
nicehunt.com has 0 detections out of 67. The website is clean and has no detections. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option? What website do you want me to evaluate?
memoglobalmedia.com.
The website you want to test is memoglobalmedia.com. Site has 3 detections out of 65. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
He evaluated the website as a high-risk site because it has 3 detections and yeah, I think it's good. And for the last one, for the first test or for the first phase of our test,
what website do you want me to evaluate?
mobilescannerprotectionfree.com.
The website you want to test is mobilescannerprotectionfree.com. Site has 1 detections out of 62. Site is suspicious for it has single detection. But I can put this to low risk.
Alright,
Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
As for our next test, we will input by text. So what we're going to do is we'll check on some active phishing website, and we'll make use of Fishtank's repository for the sake of this demo. And here we have Fishtank here, and alright, so we are in we are going to filter out those websites that are active or given a feedback that it's a valid fish, and those that are online. So these are online valid phishing websites. So let's search on that. So you can see here, these are all valid phishing websites that are online. And here are the usernames that reported these sites or these URLs. We have here the complete URLs. What we're gonna do is we are going to verify this link here and input it in our system.
Would you like to speak or just type it on text?
Now we are going to text.
What do you want me to do?
We are going to evaluate a URL, so let's input a URL here.
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
And for now, let's try single. So what website do you want me to evaluate? Let's paste the one that we've copied before.
https://www.amazon.checkco.jpjy has 4 detections out of 84. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
The website got 4 detections. It's valued as a high risk website, and yeah, and it's still online. For our next one, let's check this. Another URL.
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
I know, just single and paste it here.
What website do you want me to evaluate?
Here you go.
https://atulizacaocasa.me/index.php has 10 detections out of 84. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
Yes, you can see this is the result here, 10 detections, and I think this is just new website because it was first analyzed just today. It's February 25, 2021, and yeah. So next will be, let's try this one. Let's try a longer one. Go URL.
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
Check single. Just this one. Okay, it's just
http://www.indopump.com/admin_indopump/images/amazon/user=id565498788z88/help/amazon has 9 detections out of 84. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk. Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
alright. It's cool. This is also a high risk site where it has more than one detection. This is quite interesting right here. Let's just copy this one and then just
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
single, and there you go.
https://whatsappcxx2021.ddns.net has 12 detections out of 84. Site has multiple detections. This must be in high risk.
Okay,
Would you like to evaluate URL or go back to main option?
that would end our first phase for this particular feature of Bit. For our next phase, we are going to test by multiple inputs, so that would mean that URLs will be input in a text file. So what I'm planning to do now is to get this list, or to get some of this list from malwaredomainlist.com. These are all the sites that, some of these sites are delisted, some are still active. Let's just get some, I think maybe 100 sites, and let's test how can Bit evaluate these domains here. The input text would be here. This is URL vt.text. We are going to get some website here from malware domain list, and let's see how can Bit perform its evaluation. Perform a new one. This is 16. So this is 100 websites. Make it 113. So these are 116 websites. So let's see how can Bit evaluate this. Let's just save it. URL.
Do you want to check single or multiple URL?
Let's just say it's multiple. Let's make sure that this one is saved first. And enter.
Please be noted that all the malicious sites will be on malicious_url.txt. Here are the results from my evaluation.
So the output file would be printed in malicious_url.txt. He is now evaluating all the sites. These are 116 sites that needs to be evaluated, and let's see how far can he go.
Out of 116 websites, there are 87 malicious or suspicious sites. Done with my evaluation. Would you like to see the collected malicious URLs?
Bit is done evaluating these sites right now. So to give you some breakthrough here. So here are the sites. Just to give you a simple view of the evaluation results. He just identified the number of sites that he evaluated, just 116, and you have witnessed how SOC automation works with the aid of Bit. Imagine your regular security operation task being done by an intelligent assistant. That's only in the movies, right? Well, it's here. So think about it. Until the next upload.